Let's look at verse 12 again. It says, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him. Right? You know that this is America, here we'll be doing that. Right? Together with the evangelicals. Exercising all the power of the first beast before him, and caused now the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. So it's the whole world this thing will be attacking. Okay, brethren? So therefore, right, since it will be worldwide, it will involve everybody upon the face of the earth, this would mean that this will be the final test for man. Right? This will be the final test for man. Are you going to serve one, or are you going to serve some people who claims to have a co-divine consciousness rule with God, right? And seeking to get the government to enforce their dogma. Who are you going to give your allegiance to? Alright? This is the question that will be asked, because this thing is going to involve the whole world, brethren. It is going to involve the whole world. Sister Joan? Amen. Mark 12. Finally, brethren, Mark chapter 12 and verse 29.
And Jesus answered him, the first of all the commandments is, hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment. So our mindset must always be remembering these texts. Because God, this is our first right. So in other times, our first right. God is the originator of our rights of freedom.
Amen.
And at no time, we must give allegiance to the enemy. No matter what we are going through, we have to keep these things in our heart and learn our scriptures and do what God has us to do.
Amen. Amen. And grace of God, right? So we see here that this power forming this union, getting the government, right, by the miracle working power, which is the demonic, right? And they will be seeking now, okay, to pass laws so that all the world will have to worship this person. Okay? So, brethren, these are the type of things that we are facing. And as the sister quoted there in Mark, right? It is these scriptures that will come back to our mind to help us, you understand, to keep ourselves in these times. Because as Brother Troy said, no person just like that will be able to face these things right. You'll find yourself becoming very fearful. You'll want to know what to do. You understand? If you are not ready, prepared to face it. You understand? If you are not prepared to face what we have to face here, you will not be able to face it. And that preparation is fully living. You know, this one I got up and I was going on the study on the Sabbath that we got the eternal truth of the Sabbath, right? And as I was going over that, this thought really came to my mind in regards to the Sabbath. When it says, remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy, right? Many persons remember the Sabbath day. They know it is the Sabbath day. But you see the second part of it? To keep it holy. That's what God showed me this morning. Who on earth doing that? It's just us, you know. Remember the Sabbath day. To keep it holy. will tell you, yes, the 7th day is the Sabbath day. They will acknowledge it. Some persons, if they want to deceive themselves and practice deception, they will say, well, how you know I'm not they very well know it, they just want to tie up your man. Alright? So, the thing about it is that to be able to enter into God's rest, you must not have an evil heart or what? Unbelief. You understand? You must not have a rejection of spiritual truth. You see? So you cannot have an evil heart to enter the Sabbath. You know what people, to keep the Sabbath, people will tell you, well, I don't want to come to church. I will go to my church, but I will keep the Sabbath day. Brethren, could that happen? That is it. You understand? You cannot say that you will go to your church, but when Sabbath comes now, you will keep the Sabbath day home in your house. Could that work? It cannot work. And you know that is what my grandmother was telling me this morning. Grandma, we would go to church and things, but on Sabbath they wouldn't do no work, and we sit down home and read the Bible. I said, no. You come in here on the Sabbath day. Oh, is that so, Grandma? Yes, it's here you have to come. 10 years, and we see all the reasoning for it. That is it. Amen. Say no, for them to young people take it. Say it.
Just say as it was his custom, he went to the synagogues on the Sabbath.
That is it.
He's our example.
Amen.
He didn't stay on seat.
That is it. You understand? So, brethren, what we are seeing here, we are seeing the supreme, apart from our rights, right, being threatened and taken away, we have the supreme rights of God also being attacked by this beast and his image, right? We have also, because you want to be outright mad, you playing God, you understand? This is what they are doing. They are taking up a position that is only God should take up. You want to enforce the whole world, you understand? To keep Sunday as a sacred day. That is what they are doing. So they actually are attacking the supreme rights of God. Alright? The right to be of God, to be the source of knowledge and revelation for all is attacked by the false knowledge given by the religious form of the beast, which says to make an image of the beast. Image of the beast. Once more, this beast wants to have control over civil law when it deals with matters of religion. That's what they want to be formed. Right? And the Bible identified that in 1798 they received a deadly wound where they lost that control over civil law in matters of religion. And we see that the Bible identified that that wound that they received there will be healed. So therefore, this is coming back again, brethren. Right? This is coming back again. Let us look at Revelation 13 and 14. Right? Revelation chapter 13 and 14. It says, and he, right, doing great wonders. So you know that this is not the political arm, or it's two horns, right? You have republicanism, you have what? Protestantism. So you know that this is really just part of this beast, right? So we see here, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in sight of men. So people will be witnessing this, right? But look dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. So this text is quoted here to show that the right of God to be the source of knowledge, of revelation for all is attacked. How is this so? How could you identify this? Right? By a false knowledge that is given by the religious form of the beast calling for this image. Alright? So when you look at the text is 13, 14 and 15. Revelation 13 and we're looking at 14 and 15. The purpose of this miracle working here is to deceive people. Right? It's to deceive people. And what they are saying, the beast is speaking, right, to cause people to worship, to make them worship, right, the other beast, the first beast, and identifying that they will be killed. So they take it upon themselves to be God for people. And they are using miracles, right, which will be demonic because it is, you can't be taken away somebody's rights, right? Your right to worship God, your right to your life, your right to your private property, and tell me that that is God working with. The Bible identifies in Revelation 19 that it is what? The devil that will be working with. It will be miracles, yes. Do not think that it will not be miracles. You will see the fire coming down from heaven. But when it happens, is who behind the miracles that you have to take note of. It is the devil will be behind those miracles. Alright? And they will be using those miracles to actually deceive people. And they are claiming now to be given some big revelation, right? In regards to the mark of the beast, how to keep their Sunday. And the type of government, which will be communism, coming from the word communism, and religion from the word religion. And so it will be communistic in its practice and principle, but claiming to be what? Religious. You understand? This is what we will be facing. So, who on earth, you know, every time I look at these prophecies, who are you to come and say communism is the way to go? You claim God to come to be some big revelator, to give us a governmental principle. You understand? Using a government to pass your dogmas, right? And to persecute people. Who you think you are? You understand? Who you think you are to be doing that? And they have done it in the past. They have done it in the past. When you look at what is the womb, right? What is that?
For 1,260 years.
Why would God allow that power to reign for so long, having control over the civil arm of our government? Understand?
Let me just jump deep on a little bit. Last night, I was reading Revelation 16, which is the plagues that is about to be poured out on this system. And brethren, what they need to take it in the light of the truth. This system provoking God. It's not only provoking the Christian, it is provoking God. And he has 7 plagues waiting for them. And these plagues, when you really take it in nature of it, you and all will be scared in your boots to sin against him. So I just rest that.
Amen. Amen. You know, so brethren, we must think about these things in our mind. Who you think you are? You claim to have a Brethren,
against
you-
righteousness.
that is it. That is why when we reach there, brethren, the end of this world will be upon us. When you legislate, as Sister Sandra said, against the rights and freedoms of people, you're actually playing, you giving revelation of how to serve God. You are actually, you're going beyond. Brethren, these things are serious things that we will be facing. Okay? Also, the right of God to be the judge of all is attacked by the powers presuming to judge conscientious objectors with loss of property rights and the right to life. So you take up yourself to be judged now, to judge God's people, to take away their right to life and their property rights. You understand what we are seeing here and what we are facing, right? So let us look at that now in Revelation 13, 17, and then coming back to 15, right? And I will stop here because I don't want to go beyond. We will stop at 1:15. All right? Let us look at 15, 17 first, and then we coming back to 15. And brethren, you know, this is beautiful for us, that we can open our Bible and we can explain to people exactly how the controversy will be and how the world will end. Brethren, after you pass laws against the commandment keepers of God, you pass laws that is actually interfering with the rights of God, it has nothing more upon the face of this earth. The earth has reached its final, right? Its final era. God's people will just be taken out of here. You know, you all remember this movie? 2012, where the fella got in the car and you just see everything mashing up.
Yeah.
Everything mashing up, everything breaking up. You understand these kind of end time movies that has been filming, you know? But while everything breaking up, we will not be in a car looking to get a plane enough. We will be in the arms of holy angel being transported. And when we go and we'll be looking down at the earth mashing up. Amen? Brethren, have hope. Don't be afraid to face what you have to face. God is with you. Amen? God is with you. Don't be afraid. By the grace of God, we want men and women here, and children also, who will be very courageous. And it is only the faith of God will have us that way. They will want to know, who is these mad people? You understand? Look at what they're facing and they're not giving up. But by the grace of God, we will not bow to no creation as God. You go and take your geriatric medicine, wherever, and you handle that. You is a mere man. You is not God. And you will say that and you will mean it.
You will
with
die like a
depth.
man.
That is it. And we will say that. We will mean it with a depth of experience. Serving our God. Amen? But come on. Right?
You know, as we are touching issue of miracles,
Yes.
that will be done, right? I just want to give a little quotation from Sister White
Amen. God.
in the great controversy here, right? Now, brethren, this is why we don't ever make the issue miracles and so on. We know that God will use us to do miracles, but when people meet you, they say, so you're converted? You speak in tongues? You know, you believe in miracles and all that, because they have a problem with that.
The Holy Spirit.
Yes, you know.
The Holy Spirit.
Exactly, as if that's the only gift the Holy Spirit gave the church, right?
That is it.
However, what I want to read here for us, brethren, is to help us to really think about the seriousness of this thing.
Amen.
Now, in this book, The Great Controversy, under the chapter, The Time of Trouble, Sister White tells us this. As the crowning act in the great drama of deception, Satan himself will personate Christ. So if you're thinking about miracles and you're thinking about fire coming up from heaven, right, fine. But we're going to see a description that she's going to give us here that Satan himself is going to perform.
Yes.
And it will take those who really have an experience of the truth. You know, as Sister Dublin was sharing with me there, those who are really sanctified by the truth. Because it's one thing to talk about sanctification, but it's another thing to be really sanctified by the truth.
Amen.
And that is what God really wants us to have, right? So she shows here, she says, the church has long professed to look to the Savior's advent as the consummation of her hopes. Now, the great deceiver will make it appear as Christ has come. In different parts of the earth, Satan will manifest himself among men as a majestic being of dazzling brightness, resembling the deception of the Son of God, resembling the description of the Son of God given by John in Revelation chapter 1 verse 13 to 15. The glory that surrounds him is unsurpassed by anything that mortal eyes have yet beheld. The shout of triumph rings out upon the air. Christ has come. Christ has come. Brethren, think about this thing, you know. I am trying as best to convey the thoughts that God has put upon my heart about this matter. And you need to think about it carefully. A being like that, majestic, looking at a type of description as is given in the book of Revelation concerning the Son of God. Then she says, the people prostrate themselves in adoration before him, while he lifts up his hands and pronounces a blessing upon them, as Christ blessed his disciples when he was upon the earth. His voice is soft and subdued, yet full of melody. In gentle, compassionate tones, he presents some of the same gracious heavenly truths which the Savior uttered. He heals the diseases of the people. And then, in his assumed character of Christ, he claims to have changed the Sabbath to Sunday and commands all to hallow the day which he has blessed. He declares that those who persist in keeping holy the seventh day are blaspheming his name by refusing to listen to his angels sent to them with light and truth. This is the strong, almost overmastering delusion. Like the Samaritans who were deceived by Simon Magus, the multitudes, from the least to the greatest, gave heed to these sorceries, saying, this is the great power of God. See that, brethren? And she goes on with much more, but for the sake of time. So what we are looking at here is a master deception among all other deceptions. And only us who really have the faith and is sanctified by the truth, because you are talking about a being looking like Christ, described in Revelation, performing great miracles, blessing the people, speaking in a nice, soft, melodious voice, and all these things, but in all of that, claiming to have changed the Sabbath from Saturday to Sunday. So we have to really rise in our experience, we have to rise in our discernment, you know, and not get caught in every little thing. You know, last night I was telling Monique, she was playing a song, and she was telling me certain things about the song. And I had to take the Bible and show her why you can't judge things like that. You have to use the scripture to judge these things. Because the person is making a claim in the song about, you know, miracles and so on. And the person is saying when they pray, they hope that God will hear them and so on. And I said, look, the Bible doesn't show us that. The Bible says the ears of the ears of Yahweh is open unto the prayer of the righteous. So when you pray, you must know God hearing you, because you know you're living right. You see? And then I have to show her things like, you know, the Bible says believe not every spirit, but try the spirits. So not because a person quoting religious words or religious terms that mean they of God, you have to examine it carefully to see what the Bible is really saying. You see, brethren? So it is for all of us to rise in our understanding and to, you know, be more sharp. And when people speak, you can see the errors in what they are saying because of your development in faith. Okay, brethren?
The
The chapter of the book is the time of trouble, and yeah, the heading is the time of trouble. That's it, right?
Alright, so I just will stop here by grace of God, right? Just go and pass now. I'll touch over in regards to the rights of God. Okay? What we have seen thus far in regards to man's right, we have seen that our religious liberty right will be attacked, right? Because they are going to use force when they pass laws. They're going to use force in order for it to be carried out. Alright? That is in Revelation 13:15. Also verse 12. Right? We also saw that man's right is attacked or threatened in Revelation 13:15 again. Right? Because it says those who don't worship the beast and the image will be killed. Also we saw man's right of private property, right, is attacked as his buying and selling activity is targeted, right? So we see in verse 16, right, verse 17, it says, right, and that no man might buy or sell, right? Say he that has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, right? So here we are seeing that your private property also will be attacked, right? So with these things in mind, you attack God's saints. Now this is not for everybody. Though it will involve all the world, this year it will zero down to who? The saints of God. Right? It is the saints of God will be facing these onslaughts. The persons who reject Sunday as a sacred day is the ones who will fall directly under the attack of the beast, the image, you understand, and the slang-like beast. Okay? So, by the grace of God, we'll stop here, and then next week, please God, we will take up from understanding that even God's rights are attacked. Alright? As I started it, we will continue it by the grace of God. Okay? So we can have our closing prayer. I'm not going to give us closing prayer, brethren.
Let us pray, brethren. Loving Father in heaven, we thank you very much for your kind goodness towards us. We thank you, dear Father, that you are giving us grace to face a global assault against our rights. And it is only an experience of having you as God alone in our consciousness, dear Father, that will cause us to face this situation with faith and come through it victoriously, dear Father. And we thank you for the necessary graces that is preparing us to make that stand for thee. Dear Lord, we thank you for the preliminary signs of globalism, showing us, dear Father, that it is the agenda of Satan to push, to force the consciences of men to obey him, dear Father, which is directly against your will. This is why you have individuality of religion, so that we can be free to worship God according to the dictates of our conscience, to serve you. May we make this stand for thee as a testimony that you alone have that right to dictate for our consciousness, because you alone is love in your divine nature, and what you have is able to supply the needs of all humanity holistically, dear Father. do transgression, without transgression. And this is by you have that claim over us and why you ought to be worshiped. So keep us in your love, O Father, and thank you very much for loving us. Is our prayer, thanksgiving and amen.
Amen.